Welcome to the Classic Cars Club. Number 1.
1963 Studebaker Lark Daytona Wagonaire. Price, $23,500. Location, California, USA. This 1963 Studebaker Lark Daytona Wagonaire was purchased by the current owner's husband in 1998 and underwent a multi-year refurbishment completed in the 2020s. Finish in rose mist over brown vinyl and cloth upholstery. It is powered by a 289 Ci V8 paired with a 3-speed Flight-O-Matic automatic transmission. Factory options and upgrades include an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, aluminum fuel tank, power-assisted front disc brakes, power steering, a retractable rear roof section, and a power-operated tailgate window. Additional features include a chrome roof rack, chrome trim and bumpers, quad headlights, dual side mirrors, and a Studebaker cassette player. The front passenger seat features a rare factory option headrest. Originally delivered in rose mist, the car received rust repair and a repaint in June 2016, with an $11,000 invoice included in the documentation. There are paint bubbles noted along the passenger side rear roof rail. The 15 steel wheels wear chrome Studebaker hubcaps with painted accents and Goodyear Regatta white wall tires installed in 2016. Inside, the cabin is finished in brown vinyl and cloth and features a heater, lap belts, and a two-tone steering wheel with chrome horn ring. Instrumentation includes a 120 miles per hour speedometer, analog clock, and gauges for fuel, coolant temperature, oil pressure, and amperage. The odometer reads 60,000 miles, though total mileage is unknown. The horn and heater fan are currently inoperative. The V8 engine was removed, repainted, and resealed under current ownership. It is equipped with an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor and a chrome air cleaner. The car retains an original powertrain layout and includes a dual-circuit master cylinder for braking. A power steering fluid leak is noted. This Wagonaire is offered with factory literature, a reproduction line setting sheet, refurbishment records and photos, and a clean California title in the owner's name.
Number 2.
1935 Oldsmobile F35 two-door touring sedan. Price, $10,000. Location, Virginia, USA. This 1935 Oldsmobile F35 two-door touring sedan was produced at GM's Lansing, Michigan plant and previously resided in Virginia and New Jersey before being acquired by the selling dealer in March 2021. Finished in black over beige cloth upholstery. It is powered by a 213.3 Ci straight-six engine paired with floor-shifted 3-speed manual transmission. The body features Fisher-built all-steel turret top construction and retains its factory-style black paint, code 201, with matching fenders and running boards. Red pinstriping accents the exterior, and rear hinge doors add vintage flair. Paint flaws are visible, including cracks, chips, scratches, and minor dents, particularly on the roof. The car rides on black 16 steel wheels with red pinstripes, Oldsmobile branded hubcaps, and Coker Classic wide white wall tires with pie crust sidewalls. A matching spare tire is stored in the trunk. Inside, the cabin is upholstered in beige cloth on the front bucket seats, rear bench, and door panels. Color-matched trim and carpets line the floor, while the dashboard and window surrounds are painted in body color. Amenities include a heater, rear ashtrays, a cigarette lighter, and a centrally mounted Art Deco-style period radio. Instrumentation set behind the 3-spoke steering wheel includes a 100 miles per hour speedometer and gauges for fuel level, oil pressure, temperature, and amperage. The 5-digit odometer reads approximately 66,000 miles. Total mileage is unknown. The 213.3 Ci L-head straight-six engine was rated at 90 horsepower when new and utilizes a single Stromberg downdraft carburetor. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 3-speed manual transmission. This Oldsmobile is offered at no reserve with a clean New Jersey title in the seller's name.
Number 3.
1966 Ford Cortina GT. Price, $16,000. Location, Canada. This 1966 Ford Cortina GT is finished in red with silver accents over a black interior and is powered by a replacement 1.6-liter cross-flow inline-4 paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. Equipment includes chrome bumpers, Panasport-style 13-inch wheels with GT center caps, a lowered suspension, and Corbeau front bucket seats. The car was acquired by the seller in 2015 and has Ontario registration in the seller's name. The exterior was reportedly repainted under current ownership. It features chrome trim, rear bumper guards, dual side mirrors, GT badging on the quarter panels, and Cortina lettering on the hood. Some chrome pitting and paint imperfections are visible. The 13-inch wheels are wrapped in 185/60 Nancon tires, and the suspension has been lowered by 2 inches for an improved stance and handling. Inside, the cabin includes front Corbeau bucket seats and a rear bench, all trimmed in black vinyl. The interior also features a wood shift knob, manual crank windows, and a stereo delete dash. The dashboard, door panels, and carpeting are finished in black. The 3-spoke wood-rimmed steering wheel frames a 110 miles per hour speedometer, a tachometer with a 6K, RPM redline, and auxiliary gauges in the center dash. The 5-digit odometer reads 76,000 miles, with approximately 10,000 added by the seller. Under the hood, power comes from a 1.6-liter cross-flow inline-4 engine featuring a red valve cover and mesh air cleaner, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual transmission.
Number 4.
(1963) Dodge 442-door 4-speed. Price: $40,450. Location: California, USA. This 1963 Dodge 442-door hardtop is finished in white with red cloth and vinyl interior. It is powered by a 426Ci wedgehead V8 equipped with a max wedge cross-ram intake and dual 4-barrel carburetors, paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. The car features 15 white steel wheels, auxiliary gauges, a Hurst shifter, and a dual exhaust system. The current owner purchased it in 2005 and recently performed an oil change in preparation for sale. The exterior presents a classic white finish with chrome front grille, bumpers, and trim. Additional details include dual turn-down exhaust outlets for 140 badging and roll-down rear quarter windows. Mounted on white-painted 15 steel wheels with dog dish hubcaps. The tires are two 1570 Falls Roadmaster on the front and two 75/60 Mastercraft Avenger G/T on the rear. A spare tire and the battery are stored in the trunk. Inside, the cabin is outfitted with front and rear bench seats in red cloth and vinyl, a matching dashboard, door panels, and carpets. The Hurst shifter and a locking glove box add to the interior features. The 2-spoke steering wheel frames a 120 miles per hour speedometer with an aftermarket tachometer and gauges for oil pressure, coolant temperature, and voltage located beneath the dash. The mechanical 5-digit odometer shows 6,000 miles, with roughly 500 miles added by the seller. Total mileage is unknown, and the factory temperature gauge is non-functional. The 426Ci wedgehead V8 engine bears AQA and 240-6730 castings, along with a 426 TMPHC stamping. It is equipped with a cross-ram intake manifold and dual 4-barrel carburetors. Engine, transmission, and axle stampings are documented in the gallery. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 4-speed manual transmission, complemented by an aftermarket dual exhaust system.
Number 5.
1962 Studebaker Lark 6 Deluxe 4-door sedan charity auction. Price: $6,400. Location: Florida, USA. This 1962 Studebaker Lark Deluxe 4-door sedan has been under the care of its current owner since 1985. In 1998, the car was refinished in white, and the interior was retrimmed in blue vinyl and cloth upholstery. Power comes from a 170Ci inline-6 engine that was rebuilt in 2023, made it to a column-shifted 3-speed automatic transmission, sending power to the rear wheels. Exterior features include chrome bumpers, quad headlights, bright trim, and 15 painted steel wheels with chrome hubcaps, fitted with Firestone Deluxe Champion tires installed in August 2023. That same month, the braking system was serviced with new master and slave cylinders, rubber lines, and brake shoes. Inside, the cabin features blue vinyl and cloth bench seats, dark blue carpeting, and Studebaker-branded rubber mats. Additional equipment includes lap belts, front vent windows, a push-button AM radio, non-functional, and air conditioning. The two-spoke steering wheel frames a 120 miles per hour speedometer, a combination gauge for fuel and coolant temperature, and warning lights for oil pressure and amperage. The 5-digital odometer shows 16,000 miles. Total mileage is unknown. The 170Ci inline 6 was rebuilt in August 2023, with work including new connecting rods, main bearings, piston rings, valves, seals, and a rebuilt carburetor and water pump. The cylinders were bored .030 over, and an air conditioning system was installed. An oil leak from the pan gasket is noted. This Lark is offered at no reserve by the seller on behalf of the owner, with all proceeds, including the buyer's premium, donated to Roadheaver Boys Ranch, a nonprofit supporting at-risk youth. The car includes service records and a clean Florida title in the owner's name.
Number 6.
1952 Ford Crestline Victoria. Price, $18,000. Location, California. This beautifully restored 1952 Ford Crestline Victoria is a stunning example of Ford's top-tier hardtop model during the early 1950s. Representing the first year of the Crestline nameplate, this Victoria coupe combines classic 1950s design with tasteful upgrades and careful attention to detail throughout. Finished in a two-tone combination of cardinal red and tan over a brown and tan vinyl interior, it retains the charm of a period-correct Ford with subtle performance and cosmetic enhancements. The car was owned by a dedicated enthusiast in Los Altos, California, who carried out an extensive restoration project between 1995 and 2003. The body was taken down to bare metal, treated using traditional lead filler techniques, and repainted in the eye-catching two-tone scheme that it wears today. Factory replacement fenders and correct Ford trim pieces were sourced, while much of the original bright work was removed, professionally replated, and reinstalled to maintain authenticity. Exterior highlights include dual side mirrors, a Ford hood ornament, chrome bumpers and trim, dual exhaust outlets, and prominent Crestline badging. Rolling on color-matched 15 steel wheels with Ford-branded hubcaps and vintage-style Remington Cushionaire white-wall tires, the car exudes classic mid-century style. Power-assisted steering adds ease to the driving experience, while braking is handled by four-wheel drum brakes that were fully overhauled during the restoration. Inside, the cabin was refinished using materials sourced from Dennis Carpenter Reproductions. The front and rear bench seats are trimmed in two-tone brown and tan vinyl, matching the door panels and replacement carpeting. The dashboard was repainted and fitted with restored VDO-style instrumentation, including a 100 miles per hour speedometer and gauges for oil pressure, fuel level, coolant temperature, and amperage. Interior amenities include a working push-button AM radio, a heater, analog dash clock, lap seat belts, front vent windows, and polished trim throughout the cabin. Under the hood, the original 239Ci Stratostar flathead V8 was rebuilt around 1995 and has reportedly seen less than 1,000 miles since the work was completed. Enhancements include a pair of finned aluminum Offenhauser cylinder heads and a two-barrel carburetor topped by an oil bath air cleaner, providing a modest performance boost while preserving period-correct aesthetics. Power is delivered to the rear wheels through a rebuilt 3-speed manual transmission. With approximately 65,000 miles shown on the 5-digit odometer, actual mileage unknown, this Crestline Victoria is a handsome and well-sorted cruiser that offers vintage appeal with the benefit of thoughtful restoration. It is offered at no reserve by the selling dealer and comes with a collection of documentation, including an owner's manual, service records, refurbishment photos and receipts, spare parts, a car cover, and a clean California title.
Number 7.
1968 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser. Price, $11,950. Location, Arizona, USA. This 1968 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser wagon was originally sold by Dewey Griffin Oldsmobile in Bellingham, Washington, and remained with the original family into the 2000s. It later relocated to California and Arizona before being acquired by the selling dealer in 2020. Finished in willow gold with wood grain lower panels, it is powered by a 400Ci Rocket V8 paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. Exterior features include chrome trim, wraparound taillights, and the signature Vista roof, with raised skylights above the second row and cargo area. A roof-mounted spoiler is also present. The paint shows wear and visible rust is noted on the roof, lower front fenders, and rear sections. The car rides on 17 silver REV wheels wrapped in 235/55 Continental Conti Pro contact tires. Suspension components, such as Monroe Sensor track shocks, installed in 2004. The center links, sway bars, and tie rods, replaced in 2015, have been updated. Inside, the 2 rows of seats are upholstered in gold vinyl with a matching dashboard and door panels. Interior features include a power rear window, underfloor cargo storage, sun visors for the second-row passengers, and a retro sound stereo system with Pioneer kick panel speakers, rear-mounted speakers, and a subwoofer. The AIC system has been converted to R134A and was recently recharged. The upholstery is torn and patched with duct tape. The driver armrest is damaged, and rust is present on interior metal surfaces. The dashboard houses a 120 miles per hour speedometer and an auxiliary combination gauge. The 5-digit odometer reads 55,000 miles, with approximately 200 miles added by the selling dealer. Total mileage is unknown. Under the hood, the 400 CI V8 features a Rochester 2-barrel carburetor and was factory rated at 290 horsepower and 440 lb-ft of torque. A Petronix Igniter 3 ignition coil and module were installed in 2014. Power is delivered to the rear wheels via a 3-speed automatic transmission. This Vista Cruiser is offered at no reserve with the owner's manual, Protecto plate, partial service records, past ownership documentation, and a clean Arizona title.
Number 8.
1967 Alfa Romeo Giulia 1300 Ti. Price, $28,750. Location, Illinois. This 1967 Alfa Romeo Giulia 1300 Ti is an Italian-marque example that was delivered new to Florence in March 1967. The car later resided in the Netherlands before being imported to the U.S. in 2001. It is powered by a 1.3-liter DOHC inline-4 paired with a 5-speed manual transmission and is finished in aqua defont over burgundy vinyl. The seller first purchased the car in 2001, sold it in 2005, and reacquired it in 2010. A series of mechanical and cosmetic refurbishments have been carried out in preparation for the sale. The body is finished in factory color aqua defont 505 and features a driver's side mirror, chrome bumpers, and resealed front and rear glass, November 2024. The rocker panels were sanded and repainted in February 2025, and the rest of the paintwork was wet sanded, touched up, and buffed. Chrome and trim present well. The cabin is trimmed in burgundy vinyl, with front seat covers replaced under current ownership. Interior features include 3-point front seat belts, a cabin heater, locking glove box, and a painted metal dash. The fuel gauge wiring and sender were renewed during recent service. Instrumentation includes a 200 kilometers per hour speedometer, tachometer, and auxiliary gauges. The 1.3-liter DOHC inline-4 was serviced in January 2025, with work including replacement of the fuel pump, ignition service, carburetor cleaning and rejetting, compression testing, and fluid changes, engine oil, differential oil, and transmission fluid.
Number 9.
1971 Ford Mustang Mach-1. Price, $39,700. Location, Lehi, Utah. Up for sale is a sharp, driver-quality 1971 Ford Mustang Mach-1 sports roof finished in striking pewter gray with black trim and accents. This muscle car blends classic styling with serious performance upgrades and is ideal for the enthusiast who wants both show and go. Believed to have undergone a restoration around 2012 by the previous owner, this Mach-1 features performance-built 351 Cleveland M-Code engine, stroked to 408 CD. The engine build includes a scat crankshaft, I-beam rods, quick fuel 4-barrel carb, ceramic-coated headers, Edelbrock intake, electronic ignition, aluminum radiator, and a detailed, color-matched engine bay. Power is delivered through a rebuilt automatic transmission with billet components and power steering for confident handling. Recent upgrades include Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes, installed in 2023. New Riddler wheels and tires, installed January 15, 2025. The exterior features correct Mach-1 trim, chrome bumpers and wheel well accents, black front lip spoiler, gloss black rear spoiler and window louvers, gloss black hood center. The interior is in good condition, appearing Mach 1 correct, and the undercarriage is clean and solid. Known flaws: minor battery drain, likely due to aftermarket stereo, currently disconnected. Battery shutoff switch installed to mitigate issue. Trunk and window seals allow slight water intrusion when washed. Minor scratches on paint documented in photos. No air conditioning. This is a strong-running, great-looking Mach 1 that turns heads and delivers plenty of power, ready for cruise nights, weekend drives, or further refinement.
Number 10.
1958 Chevrolet Del Rey. Price, $7,000. Location, Virginia, USA. This 1958 Chevrolet Del Rey was acquired from the estate of its previous owner approximately a year ago. Under prior ownership, it underwent partial refurbishment, including a repaint in green and white. Power is provided by a 283 CI small block V8, mated to a 3-speed column-shifted manual transmission. Originally equipped with a 6-cylinder engine from the Baltimore assembly plant, the car now features a V8 and an upgraded 4-barrel carburetor, which was rebuilt in January 2019. The cooling system was flushed at that time, and new Hankook radial tires were installed. A walk-around video and engine startup footage have been provided by the seller. The Del Rey was Chevrolet's entry-level full-size model in 1958 and was characterized by minimal exterior brightwork compared to Biscayne and Bel Air. This example retains that understated appearance, complemented by its two-tone green and white finish. Inside, the cabin features front and rear bench seats upholstered in aged two-tone green vinyl with replacement carpeting. Door panel hardware is included in the sale, though the door panels themselves are missing. An aftermarket stereo and air conditioning system have been added. The AIC is functional according to the seller. The 5-digit odometer shows approximately 95,000 miles. The car is offered on behalf of the current owner with a user's guide and a clean Virginia title.
Number 11.
1975 BMW 1502. Price, $15,500. Location, Pennsylvania, USA. This European market 1975 BMW 1502 was purchased from a collection in Milan, Italy by the selling dealer in 2018 and imported to the U.S. in April 2019. It is powered by a 1.6-liter M10 inline-4 engine equipped with a single Solex carburetor and paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. The exterior has been repainted in its original Arctic blue color. A small area of clear coat delamination is visible on the right side of the roof. As a Euro-spec example, it features flush-mounted front corner signals and lacks the front/rear side reflectors and stainless steel beltline trim found on U.S. versions. The car rides on 13 steel wheels with older Michelin tires that will need replacement. Hella headlamps are fitted. Inside, the cabin is trimmed with ivory-colored upholstery featuring cloth seat centers, a black dashboard, and gray carpeting. Instrumentation includes a 180 kilometers per hour speedometer, fuel and temperature gauges, and a large analog clock. The 5-digit odometer shows 35,000 kilometers, 22,000 miles. Recent maintenance included an oil change and a general inspection. The engine retains its original Solex carburetor setup and operates at an 8.0 to 1 compression ratio. This 1502 is now offered with a clean Pennsylvania title.
Number 12.
1964 Dodge Custom 880 hardtop wagon. Price, $22,500. Location, Florida, USA. This 1964 Dodge Custom 880 4-door hardtop station wagon is powered by a 383 CI V8 paired with a push-button 3-speed automatic transmission. Finished in red with a black roof and red vinyl upholstery, the wagon was refurbished in the 1990s after spending years in California's Bay Area. Notable equipment includes an Edelbrock intake manifold and 4-barrel carburetor, Sanderson exhaust headers, electronic ignition, Diablo Angel 20-inch wheels, rear coilovers, power steering, power brakes, a power-operated rear window, roof rack with decorative surfboards, supplementary brake lights and turn signals, fender skirts, cruise control, and a JVC head unit. One of 1,639 six-passenger custom 880 wagons produced in 1964. This example was originally finished in dark red TT and later repainted during refurbishment. The roof and pillars are painted black, and a chrome roof rack supports decorative surfboards with integrated brake lights and turn signals. Additional exterior features include tinted glass, chrome bumpers and trim, fender skirts, curb feelers, side moldings, a power-operated rear window, and quad exhaust outlets. Chrome 15-spoke Diablo Angel 20-inch wheels were 255/45 Toyo Prox ST3 tires. The car also features power steering and power brakes. Inside, the front and rear bench seats have been reupholstered in red vinyl. The interior includes aftermarket cruise control, a JVC head unit, dashboard compass, custom floor mats, red carpeting, front and rear lap belts, and dome lights. The cracked 2-spoke steering wheel with horn ring fronts a push-button shifter, a 120 miles per hour speedometer, and auxiliary gauges. Bosch coolant temperature and fuel level gauges are mounted beneath the dash. The B-Series 383 Ci V8, factory rated at 305 horsepower and 410 lb-ft of torque, is equipped with Edelbrock intake manifold, Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, aftermarket air cleaner, polished valve covers, electronic ignition, and Sanderson headers.
Number 13.
1965 Rambler Marlin. Price, $14,000. Location, Ontario, Canada. This 1965 Rambler Marlin was acquired by the current owner in 2018 and is finished in a two-tone combination of red and black over a black interior. Power is provided by a 327 Ci V8 paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission that was reportedly replaced in 2017. The car is equipped with individually reclining front seats, an AM/FM radio, and power-assisted front brakes. Developed by AMC and introduced under the Rambler mark for the 1965 model year, the Marlin was based on the intermediate-sized classic chassis and took styling inspiration from the Tarpon show car. This example received a repaint in the late 1980s and features quad headlights, bright work trim, and factory badging. The car rides on a 112-inch wheelbase and is fitted with 14 red-painted steel wheels, wearing Marlin-branded covers and American Classic white wall tires. A spare tire is mounted in the trunk. Inside, black vinyl upholstery with patterned cloth inserts covers the seats. Interior features include side vent windows, lap belts for both rows, an in-dash analog clock, and a push-button AM/FM radio. The dashboard houses a 120 miles per hour speedometer, along with gauges for fuel level and engine temperature, all set in an engine turn panel. The 5-digit odometer shows just under 68,000 miles. This Marlin is one of approximately 8,300 produced with AV8 in 1965. The 327 Ci engine was rated at 250 horsepower from the factory. The most recent service was completed in August 2018, and the transmission replacement occurred in 2017. The seller notes the break-in period for the transmission is not yet complete. This vehicle is offered in Canada on behalf of the owner, with a service manual and transferable Ontario registration.
Number 14.
1972 Citroën DS21 Palace. Price, $42,500. Location, Weston, Massachusetts. This 1972 Citroën DS21 Palace is an exceptionally well-preserved and extensively maintained example of one of the most iconic designs in automotive history. Finished in an original Orient blue, this car has undergone thoughtful restoration and mechanical refurbishment, with comprehensive service records and a long ownership history under a knowledgeable enthusiast. Though the Massachusetts license plate reads DS19, this is indeed a DS21 Palace, and one of the finest you'll find available in North America. Ownership and history. Owned and passionately maintained for 12 years by a Citroën enthusiast who purchased it as a lifelong dream car. Always garaged, never driven in the rain, and meticulously serviced. The vehicle draws daily attention for its sleek design, originality, and showroom-quality appearance. Mechanical work and upgrades. Mileage. Approximate 80,000 miles, odometer reads 57,000 at major servicing. Maintenance performed by Citroen specialist Dave Burnham annually. Any part that failed inspection was replaced.
Number 15.
1986 Dodge Omni Shelby GLHS. Price, $14,750. Location, California. This is car number 424-500 built for 1986 and has been owned by the seller for 20 years. Power comes from a turbocharged and intercooled 2.2L inline-4 paired with a 5-speed manual transmission and adjustable Coney suspension. Finished in black as all GLHS models were, it features unique Shelby bodywork. 15 Shelby Centurion wheels with aged Como tires, and equipment including AIC, power steering front disc brakes, and a factory AM/FM/cassette stereo. The gray interior shows wear, with torn cloth seat inserts and carpet stains. A numbered dash plaque confirms its limited production status. The odometer shows 69K miles, about 18K added under current ownership. The engine was rebuilt with a replacement turbo in 2003. The cylinder head was resurfaced in 2012 after a head gasket replacement. Offer with factory literature, service records, a clean Carfax, and a clean California title in the seller's family trust.
Number 16.
1957 Alfa Romeo 1900 Primavera by Boano. Price, $51,500. Location, California. This 1957 Alfa Romeo 1900 Primavera is one of approximately 300 hardtop coupes bodied by Carrozzeria Boano between 1955 and 1957. Chassis 17050 was imported to the U.S. in the 1960s and remained with the original owner's family in New Jersey until 2005. The current owner acquired the car from the original owner's grandson and commissioned a comprehensive refurbishment completed in the late 2000s. Work included a repaint in two-tone blue, gray, and gold, an interior retrim in beige and burgundy, and a brake system overhaul. The car won its class at La Dolce Vita in 2009 and participated in the 2010 Concorso Italiano. The body was repainted in 2008 using colors matched the unfaded original sections on the dash. A matting agent was added to the gray paint to simulate patina. Chrome trim was removed and replated. Styling details include a panoramic rear window, radially retracting rear quarter windows, and pillarless side glass. Silver-painted 400mm steel wheels wear chrome hubcaps and Michelin X radial tires with 2008 date codes. A matching spare is mounted in the trunk. Stopping power comes from hydraulic drum brakes with twin-leading front shoes. The interior was retrimmed by superior upholstery of San Carlos, California. Front and rear bench seats are finished in beige cloth with burgundy vinyl bolsters and folding center armrests. Burgundy and beige materials continue on the door panels, glove box, and carpets, with black rubber floor mats for protection. The two-tone painted dashboard matches the car's exterior and houses Veglia instruments, including a 180 km/h speedometer, the 6K, RPM tachometer, and oil pressure and fuel level gauges. The black and white steering wheel fronts a column-shifted 4-speed manual transmission. The 5-digit odometer shows 45K kilometers, 28K miles, with around 2K added during current ownership. The 1,975 cubic centimeters Tipo 1306 DOHC inline-4, shared with a 1900 Super, was fitted with a Weber DGV carburetor in 2018, replacing the factory Solex unit. That same year, the intake and exhaust manifolds were replaced, the engine bay was cosmetically refurbished, and the battery, firewall hardware, shift linkages, seals, and air ducts were renewed. In July 2024, the water pump was rebuilt, an electric fuel pump and underdash switch were added, and the fuel level sensor, filter, and oil were replaced.
Number 17.
1966 AMC Marlin, 350 power. Price, $11,500. Location, Delaware. This modified 1966 AMC Marlin was acquired by the current owner in 2019 and is powered by a Chevrolet 350C IV8 mated to a 3-speed automatic transmission. It has been refinished in white with red accents over black vinyl upholstery and features a host of modern upgrades. including air conditioning, power windows and locks, and a Bluetooth stereo system. The car rides on wire-spoke wheels and features power-assisted front disc brakes. The Marlin was introduced in 1965 as a fastback variant of the Rambler Classic, with 1966 marking its first year as a standalone AMC model. This example features quad headlights, tunneled taillights, dual mirrors, body color bumpers, and shoulder line bright trim. A red center stripe and window surround accents complete the exterior. Cosmetic flaws include paint chips and visible rust on the passenger side quarter panel and lower door sections. Wire-spoke 15 wheels are wrapped in Hankook Optimo whitewall tires. Braking is handled by front discs and rear drums, and service in September 2024 included new front calipers, rear drum hardware, wheel cylinders, front brake hoses, fluid, and a power steering belt. Inside, the car is fitted with black vinyl bucket seats and a rear bench, accented by white piping. Additional features include power windows and door locks, front and rear seat belts, air conditioning, a Bluetooth-capable stereo, and a dash-mounted clock. The factory center console has been removed and the flash-o-matic shifter replaced with a column-mounted unit. The two-spoke steering wheel fronts a 120 miles per hour speedometer and fuel/coolant combo gauge. Supplemental Bosch gauges for oil pressure, coolant temperature, and voltage are mounted below the dashboard. The 5-digit odometer reads 39,000 miles, with approximately 2,000 added by the current owner. True mileage is unknown due to the drivetrain swap. The Chevrolet Source 350 Ci V8 is equipped with an Edelbrock air cleaner, an electric fuel pump, and an aluminum radiator. A new battery hold-down and oil service were performed in preparation for sale. Power is delivered to the rear wheels via a Hydromatic 3-speed automatic transmission installed under prior ownership. This unique Marlin is now offered at no reserve with recent service records and a clean Delaware title.
Number 18.
1968 BMW 1600 GT. Price, $75,000. Location, Texas, USA. This 1968 BMW 1600 GT is one of approximately 1,255 units produced during a brief 11-month run, following BMW's acquisition of Hans Glas GmbH. Chassis number 001866 was originally sold in France and later refurbished by Oldenzaal Classics in the Netherlands. It was imported to the U.S. in 2019 by the current owner. The vehicle is finished in white over red vinyl upholstery and is powered by a 1,573 cubic centimeters M10 inline-4 engine paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. Notable features include 4-wheel independent suspension with Bilstein shocks, hydraulically assisted front disc brakes, 14-inch steel wheels with chrome BMW hubcaps, and a Blaupunkt AM/FM radio. In 2020, the engine underwent a top-end overhaul with replacement of the valves, valve guides, rocker shaft, and gaskets, and was upgraded with dual Weber carburetors and a new heater core. The car retains classic Italian styling by Frua, including chrome bumpers, a hood scoop, Frua fender badges, dual side mirrors, pop-out quarter windows, and a chrome fuel cap. An Oldenzaal Classics badge is displayed on the rear panel. Inside, the cabin is trimmed in red vinyl with color-matched panels, a black dash, and square weave carpeting. Additional interior features include front bucket seats, 3-point seat belts, and a Blaupunkt AM/FM radio. A 3-spoke steering wheel fronts VDO gauges, including a 7,000 RPM tachometer and a 230 kilometers per hour speedometer. The 5-digit odometer shows 13,000 kilometers, 8,000 miles, with approximately 500 kilometers added by the seller. Total mileage is unknown. Power is delivered to the rear wheels, but a noise is reported from the drive shaft center carrier when shifting from first to second gear. The car comes with recent service records and a clean Texas title.
Number 19.
1955 Dodge C3B pickup. Price, $14,750. Location, Michigan, USA. This 1955 Dodge C3B pickup was acquired by the seller's father around 1994 and underwent a refurbishment approximately a decade later. The build included fitting a front subframe from a 1980S Chrysler Fifth Avenue, installing a 318 Ci V8 engine, and pairing it with an automatic transmission. Finish in black. This modified pilot house truck also features air conditioning, a leather bench seat, VDO gauges, and a dual exhaust system. The exterior was repainted in black, and one of the rear fenders was replaced due to removal of a side-mounted spare. Classic design elements include a one-piece windshield, dual side hinge hood panels, chrome bumpers, job-rated badging, running boards, and dual side mirrors. Cosmetic blemishes are present and shown in the gallery. The truck rides on ventilated 14 steel wheels with trim rings and Ram logo spinner hubcaps, wrapped in two 1575 Hankook and Cordovan tires that show signs of dry rot. Braking is handled by a power-assisted system. A hinged hard tonneau cover with a black vinyl overlay conceals the bed, which features worn wood plank flooring and trim strips. The truck includes both a full-size spare and a space-saver spare store at the front of the bed. Inside, the cabin features a tan leather late-model bench seat with a fold-down center console, wood grain trim, and cup holders. Interior equipment includes air conditioning, a heater, tan carpeting, carpeted floor mats, seat belts, an APC steering wheel, and an Eclipse AM/FM/CD stereo mounted inside the glove box. The aluminum instrument panel houses VDO gauges, including a 120 miles per hour speedometer and readouts for coolant temperature, oil pressure, voltage, and fuel level. The digital odometer reads 21,000 miles, which is reported to reflect mileage since the build's completion. Power comes from a 318 CI V8 engine installed during the 1990s refurbishment, paired with an automatic transmission and a modified chassis for improved drivability.